You know, I've been coming in for 6 years. The 6 years you've been sticking it to me. I want to know how come.
You don't want to know. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a leg breaker. Some cheap, second-rate loan shark.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Backtrack Cinema. In this review, we review the 1976 classic, Rocky. So get your popcorn, get some drinks, get comfy, and let's talk the original Rocky. Rocky was released in 1976, written by Sylvester Stallone, directed by John G. Avildsen, and starring Sylvester Stallone, Talia Shire, Burgess Meredith, Burt Young, and Carl Weathers. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Backtrack Cinema. My name is Jason, and welcome to the review of Rocky from 1976. Before we get going on the review, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of Rocky. Do you love it? Don't you like it? Do you love this original movie? What is your favorite Rocky film of the franchise? And we'll have a great discussion talking about it. Well, guys, it's not every day you get to talk about your favorite film of all time. Yes, this is my favorite film of all time. If you followed me on my old channel, you'll see that I talked a lot of Rocky, a lot of Stallone, which you'll get here. I love this film. I think this is a flawless film. I think it holds up. I think it transcends. I think it transcends the generation to generation to generation to generation. It won Oscars. It's the whole package, man. I just love this movie. Very character driven. Got a very simple story, but it's all about character. And Rocky is my favorite movie character of all time. The thing with this movie, guys, is that I don't feel like I'm watching a movie sometimes. I feel like I'm hanging out with a friend. That's what Rocky does. Like, that's how it affected me as a kid. I feel like I'm just, when I'm watching this, I'm having experience with this friend going along his journey of what's happening. And I think that's why I love this movie so much. You know, when I was a kid, like grade 6 or so, I used to take the VHS of this movie, and I'd carry it with me in my backpack every day. That's how much of a Rocky fan I am. I just absolutely love this movie. When an over-the-hill Philadelphia boxer gets a shot at fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world, he strives to go the distance and gain his self-respect. This movie was just like a real perfect storm, if you will. I mean, it was the right director, the right script, the right actors playing the right roles, the right music. Everything just landed perfectly. The Steadicam was invented in this, which gave that feel to a lot of this movie by using the Steadicam, like in the end fight, and that iconic shot that we just can't forget where he's training. He runs up the steps. You just watch how that's all filmed. It's just gorgeous. The way they were to follow Stallone, run around him and stuff like that, all with that Steadicam. And it just makes this movie, this movie will always have a different feel to it. And it's great, right? We have Rocky's best friend, Paulie, played by Burt Young. And this is kind of the character who Rocky could kind of turn into if he wasn't such a positive person. Like, this is kind of like that unrealized guy who just takes everything out on other people. And then we have Adrian. So this is Rocky's love interest, and this movie is a love story. Very much a love story. It's a boxing film too, but at the heart of it is a love story. He meets Adrian, falls in love with Adrian, then lives for Adrian. I just love seeing these two lonely Philadelphia people fall in love. And they're perfect for each other. Like, they're absolutely a perfect couple. And we get to see her stand up and fight for things. Even though she loves her brother Paulie, he just humiliates her all the time. And I just love that near the end there where she kind of fights back against him. You know, it kind of has, that strength Rocky gives her, that love and everything. And she starts fighting on her own. And then they move in together. So she's great. We got the old trainer, Mickey. Mickey is great in this. He's kind of like Rocky in the sense that he's this old washed up trainer who never really got his shot too. And when he comes to Rocky's apartment to train him, and Rocky's just not having it, Mickey starts going on to all this backstory about himself, how he never got a shot, and he was treated like a dog, and I want to take care of you and everything like that. Absolutely love this character of Mickey. He has some of the best one-liners and some of the best moments in this film. You know, I love the part where he's training Rocky and the girls come in to get an autograph. He goes, "Get your chicken asses out of here. Don't you ever disrupt me when I'm conducting business." And he's like, "Women weaken legs." Just love this guy. He's a hard ass, man. He's a hard trainer, but he wants you to succeed. You know what I mean? There is a lot of love to the character. And then we got the heavyweight championship of the world, Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed. I mean, this guy's just basically modeled after Muhammad Ali a lot. You know, he's a showman, but he's an intelligent fighter. He's undefeated. And he wants to kind of put this spectacle on because he can't find the right contender. So he chooses Rocky out of a book. One of the greatest moments, man, where he's just like the Italian stallion, that's who I'm looking for. And to make his image better, he gives this underdog a shot at the title. The mistake is he's treating everything like a show, and Rocky's going into this thing like it's a fight because he's there to gain his self-respect. You say, I can do this. I can't win, but can I go to distance with the champion and get some respect for myself?
He doesn't know it's a damn show. He thinks it's a damn fight.
I love how we follow Rocky in this film. This is one of the things a lot of people, you know, think they find the movie slow. It is a slow burn. It's a character movie, right? It's slow. Some people may find it boring, but that's the beauty of the movie, is that you're with him like a friend. You're following him. They don't move the picture along fast to make it more entertaining. You're supposed to be with Rocky and see what he's about and see what he goes through on a daily basis. You see the insult. He's this muscle for this gangster, and he has to go out breaking thumbs for people, doing collecting, and he hates it. He doesn't have the heart for it anymore. Like, he wants to change. He's kind of at this crossroads in his life too. Or do I continue fighting, or like, what am I doing with my life? He knows boxing is over for him now, but then he gets that shot at the title, right? The performances are brilliant all around. I mean, from Carl Weathers to Burgess Meredith, Stallone, Talia Shire, they all give in top-notch performances.
I never had no management. That's the trouble. But now I got all this knowledge. I got it up here. Now I want to give it to you. I want to give you this knowledge. I want to take care of you. I want to make sure that all this shit that happened to me doesn't happen to you.
I take care of you, Paulie. I don't owe you nothing. And you made me feel like a loser. I'm not a loser.
You're busted.
What?
I love that scene where Mickey tries to, he goes, I want to train you, Rocky, and then Rocky explodes when Mickey leaves.
You come around here, you want to move in here with me? Come on here, it's a nice house. Real nice, come on in and move. It stinks.
Just an absolutely phenomenal scene. And there's so many other great performances in this. You know, they all play the movie all feels real. They feel like real people, real characters you'd see in Philadelphia. They use a lot of natural light in this film that you can really tell, like when the sun is rising, and a lot of the natural light in the film you can really see. Or I think they didn't have lights in some shots, so they just used Philadelphia's natural light. I think, don't quote me on that. You diehard Rocky fans will have to let me know in the comments about that. And the real character, the real heart of this movie, that music. My God, the best music I've ever heard in my life. I love this music. I got them all on vinyl, pretty much. Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4 all on vinyl, but Rocky 1, it's very raw. It gets here, man. Man, it's so heartfelt, the music. When they're on their date, the music going on with Rocky and Adrian's date, that end fight, you know, the dun 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 dun, na, na, na. It's just so triumphant, and it's so, like, it's almost painful and emotional, and everything that's leading up to this fight is in that music, right? And our main theme is fantastic. It's just got this very triumphant feel to it. And that's what the training montage does. It kind of tricks you into thinking that Rocky is going to win this fight. And then one of the greatest scenes, and believe it or not, they were going to cut this scene when Rocky comes back after he's walking out all night. And this is right after the training montage, and he tells Adrian, I can't win. And she's like, oh, you work so hard. What are you going to do? He goes, nothing. You know, he says, I'm going to give it my all. If I could just go to the distance with Creed, I'm going to prove to myself and to the whole world I wasn't just some bum from the neighborhood. That's what the movie's all about, man. They trick you into thinking he's going to win this fight, but he knows he's not going to win. He knows he's not a good fighter. He just wants to go to distance. And this is that love story, man. Adrian rushing to the ring. All Rocky wants to do is embrace Adrian. They embrace, I love you. The first time they say I love you in the whole movie, right at the end here. And then they go into this kind of circle, and it's fucking glorious, man. Greatest movie of all time, man. Absolutely love it. That love story, everything. This movie is just awesome. And if I could talk a little about the fight, this fight feels the most real out of all the Rocky films. Probably because of its low budget. It really got spectacular and sensational, and they got crazy through the other movies. Even though they're good, they got pretty crazy. But this one, with that use of that steady cam, doing the over-the-shoulder shots where you really feel the punches, and they really feel like punches, you know what I mean? Like they feel like boxing punches. And it's just amazing the way they shot it, the makeup, the way Stallone choreographed this whole thing, scripted it out, and they learned every single move. Absolutely love this fight, man. The most emotional part in the whole thing is when Rocky gets knocked down and everyone thinks it's over. He gets back up. Apollo thinks he's won, and then he just looks at Rocky's like, come on. And man, the look on Apollo's face where he just kind of looks down, he just cannot believe this man. And this is where he breaks Apollo's ribs, and then we go into the next round. It just gives you chills, man. It gives you chills. It's just absolutely awesome. Just love it, love it, love it. Love it, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, guys, I absolutely love Rocky. If you've never seen Rocky, do yourself a favor and check it out. It's a movie that just transcends through the generations, and it's just a character that is so relatable, and we love Rocky. You know, Rocky can just do anything, can he? I am going to give Rocky from 1976 an A+. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. But what about you guys? Let me know what you think about Rocky in the comments and this review. We'll have a blast reviewing all the other Rocky films leading up to Creed 3. So this is going to be, we're going to be in this for a while, guys. And I'll post other related content right here that you guys can click on. You can go in there, go down the rabbit hole, check out my other content. I would really appreciate it. My name is Jason. You're watching Backtrack Cinema. I will see you in the next video, and I will see you in the movies. Cheers.